G'day guys, welcome to my RXY's feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about NRL Round 18 predictions for 2020. Guys, let's get started. So the first game of this match, we see the West Tigers going up against Rabbitohs. Now, this game will be kind of average, kind of ordinary, but I know that the West Tigers are a really good team, but they have been struggling a little bit. But I know they're not like the Bulldogs, they're not like the Warriors, they're not like the Titans, they're not like Broncos, they're not like Cowboys either. So they are a bit of average team, but that means it's kind of like a 50-50 chance that they will benefit of a win, but it's another 50-50 chance benefit won't winning the match. But I know for a fact that they are a really good team. I know they've got a good quality squad in there, such as Moses Mbai, Adam Dewey, Joseph Leilua, David Norfoluma, Tommy Talau, but I know he's got dropped, so that means Asu Kapawa will be replacing him for number 5. Then you got Luke Brooks, Benji Marshall, Josh Aloiai, can't remember his name. I know it's number 9. Then you got the others too, so yeah, I'm not going to speak about that. Pretty much ordinary. But for the Rabbitohs though, they have got good quality squad, but without Latrell Mitchell, it won't be a benefit of doubt for a benefit team. But the Rabbitohs are a really good team. They have been playing ordinary football lately. It's like 50 chance they have been playing a lot of great football, and the other one has been playing bad football. So that means it's been going to be a lot of hectic things going on for the Rabbitohs anyway. But I just think that the Rabbitohs will get this job done, and I just reckon that it's going to be a benefit of the doubt that I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs by 10 points anyway, and I reckon I will get the job done up against the West Tigers. So I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs by 10 points. The next game of this match, we see the Bulldogs going up against Manly Seagulls. Now, this match is going to be real hard for the Bulldogs because they're sitting on the 16th position, and that's not good for their side. I know they're struggling with a lot of players such as Kieran Foran. He has been injured and will not be playing, I think, in this game. But I have a certain 20% chance that he will, but I reckon the other rest of the percent will be not good of him playing for this match anyway. So it will be struggling for their club. And the looks of Lachlan Lewis is not going to be really good because they need to have like a certain number 6 into that, which that means it needs to be helpful and determine whether or not they want to play a really good chance of football. But I just think the Bulldogs though, they need to really turn up, and if they want to like put pressure on the Manly Seagulls, I need to really have that focus on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs need to have a real good focus on themselves, because last week they were playing sloppy and they just haven't really won the game at all, and they keep losing every single match anyway. But I'm just gonna have to say the Bulldogs definitely need to have like a lot of changes, and I reckon they should win this game because they are due for a win, because the rest of them have been a loss, and that's not good for their club. But for Manly Seagulls, I know for a fact they still have missing players out there in their squad, but they're not playing at all, because it's such as Dylan Walker, Tom Travojevic, Moses Sully, George DeFille is not playing, and Josh Schuster is not playing too. So yeah, that's going to be a big bite for their side, and yeah, it's going to be a real chance of them going to be struggling for that match. So I'm going to go with the Manly Seagulls by 12 points, and I think that this game will be a benefit of the doubt from the Manly Seagulls to get a win up against the Bulldogs anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Panthers going up against the Eels. Now, this game's going to be really important and real focused on because last time I've been to the Panthers and Eels, the Eels basically won that game, and that game was horrendously poor, and I just need to have that chance of the Panthers obviously winning that game because I just don't think the Parramatta Eels will get the job done because they have lost two good quality players out there, such as Reid Marnie and Dylan Brown and Murata Niokore. So such as that, Andrew Davey is replacing number 15 for Murata Niokore. So he'll be coming into that squad. I'm not too sure if it's going to be Ray Stone or will be replacing Reid Marnie for number 9. And number 6 will definitely be Jai Field, that has been playing last week up against the Warriors. He's been playing really good football, and I just think he will definitely turn up in this game. But it's going to be really tough if this game is going to prove how much defense that the Panthers are going to put on. And this game is going to be really tough because I just think that it's going to be a 50-50 chance that both of these sides are going to win this game. But it's going to be real tough. And I haven't really made a decision, but I have made a decision. I'm going to go with the Parramatta Eels by 6 points. I reckon the only one try out there will definitely get a win. And I reckon, though, that this game will be a tight match. And I just think the Panthers will definitely, make a win, but then I reckon the Parramatta Eels will definitely turn up and make a really good win for this game, and I reckon the only one try will definitely get this job done by 6 points, and so I'm going to go with the Parramatta Eels by 6 points anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Dragons going up against Raiders. Now, this game's going to be an alright match. I haven't really determined, though, that the Dragons haven't really been a lot of good defense for their players lately, and I know for a fact, though, that the Dragons are a really good team, but such as that, I do think, though, that the Dragons are a really good team, but I just don't think that the players in their squad are really good, and I know for a fact that the Dragons are a really good team, but it's going to be really difficult if they want to win this game. But then you obviously got the Raiders that haven't benefit of their club, and I'm going to have to say this, it's going to be really tough for the Dragons if they want to win up against the Raiders, because the Raiders are just not working really well. And I know the Dragons have lost only one player, which is Michaeli Ravalawa, and replacing him will be number 5, making his NRL debut, Cody Ramsey. And this guy has been playing for the Auckland Knights for the Dragons, and he has been improving so much lately, and I just think he will have a wonderful career for the Dragons if he continues to play for the Dragons, and I reckon he will. But only determined, though, if the Dragons have a lot of pressure on the Raiders. But this game's going to be real difficult, and such as that, I'm going to go with the Raiders by 14 points. I do think that this game will be a tight match, but I just think the Dragons will struggle in this game, and I reckon Raiders will definitely put on a lot of fight and definitely turn up in this game. So I'm going to go with the Raiders by 14 points. The next game of this match, we see the Titans going up against Broncos. Now, this game is just real sluggish by the Broncos, and I know for a fact that they are really sloppy team, and they haven't been really winning any games at all, and that's going to be real shocking for their club, and it has been, because the last couple of weeks they have been really losing so much games, and I cannot believe though that the Broncos haven't been turning up at all. And this game hasn't been really decisive, but the Titans though have been playing a little bit better, but they're still not a top 8 side that I just determined that will change for the latter, for the competition anyway. But the Titans, they have been working really well to determine that they want to win a game, and they have been for a couple of weeks. And I know for a fact that they have won up against Bulldogs, and I just think though, I reckon they'll win up against Broncos. So I'm going to go with the Titans by 8 points, but I just don't think that this game will be a real bad or refreshing, and it's going to determine for the Broncos that if they want to put pressure on the Titans, they've got to do that, because they have lost Jamal Hopewade and Jordan Ricky. I know Jordan Ricky has got a try last week, and I cannot believe though it has sucked by that team, because he's been dropped and he's only scored 1 try, which that is real disappointing, because I want to drop a side that has scored 1 try and has been determined he played really well. But unless he's injured, I wouldn't really drop a player that has scored 1 try or 3 tries anyway. So for the Titans though, I'm going to go with them by 8 points anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Roosters going up against the Knights. Now, I know that this game is going to be a real tie for this club, and I cannot believe though the Roosters have been improving so much lately, and I just think they are a really tight club and a really tight squad. But these two players have been really improving really well, Josh Morris and Brett Morris. I know Josh Morris has been playing so much games, and well done for you for making a real good, for making hundreds of games to prove that you are a really good success for the club. But Brett Morris has been really good lately too, and he scored a couple of tries to add on his tally for the try scoring freak of the tally, and I know them two are working themselves really well in that game. But for the Knights, sluggish, average game, but I know for a fact that this team has been really off lately, and the last couple of weeks they've been really good with their defence, but they have lost Blake Green, and he will be out for the rest of the season. Also, too, they've got Tex Hoy, so that means Kalen Ponga will be out of that game for that match. And who else? Because I know Kalen Ponga is out. Oh, Mitchell Barnett's also out too, which that means Herman Asa will be number 13 in that game. So it's going to be really tough for this match. But the Roosters though, I like how the way they are, and they're playing really good football. So I'm going to go with the Roosters by 18 points anyway, and I reckon this game will be a really good match by the Roosters, and they will turn up in this game to put pressure on the Knights anyway. The next game of this match, we see the Storm going up against Cowboys. Now, this game will be really tight and real easy, because the Cowboys aren't really executing very well, and their club has been real off lately, and this team has been really kind of individual, and I know they aren't really a good team, because unfortunately though they have lost a couple of matches. But last week's match up against Dragons, 23 points to 22, they were so lucky, but Valentine Holmes was the lucky person to kick that field goal to make it only by 1 point to win that game anyway. But against the Storm, they will be really tough, and it's going to be really hard to put pressure on the Storm because Ryan Papenhuyzen has been really good lately, but it's hard to say and it's sad to say that he has been out of this game, so that means Nico Hines will be replacing him in the number 1 jersey for that club. And so Isaac Lumi will be number 17 for the Melbourne Storm, and plus you still got Adokar number 5, and then you got Suliasi Vunivalu number 2. And I just think for this club, the Melbourne Storm, it's really been improving lately, and I just think they will improve for the season, and they have been really improving for the season lately, and it's going to be really tough for them if they struggle with their players and how it's going to be injured, and players are going to be injured, players are going to be suspended and stuff like that, but who knows? It will be, probably not. But I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 20 points, and I reckon this game will be a real tough match, but I reckon the Cowboys will be struggling in this game, but I reckon the Storm will turn up in this game. So I'm going to go with the Storm by 20 points anyway. And last but certainly not least, we see the Sharks going up against Warriors. Now, this game will be really average, but I know for a fact that the Sharks are a really good team, and I know for a fact that the Sharks are struggling in this game because Chad Townsend has been out for a number of games, and he will be out for a number of games due to the high shot to Kalen Ponga, and it has been I don't know how you say it, but shoulder charge actually. That's right, shoulder charge. He has hit Kalen Ponga last week, and he has been suspended for a number of games. I think it's 3 games, so he will be out for 3 games, and Sean Johnson will take his place on the number 7 jersey anyway, which means I think Connor Tracy will be number 6 or Braden Trindle number 6. I'm not too sure about that, but I know it's either one of them. So that means it will be a bit off for the Sharks. That means the Warriors will be putting on a lot of pressure, and I know for a fact that they are struggling with how many teams that have been winning for against, but I reckon the Warriors are a really good team. Excuse me. And I do think though that they will get a couple of points, but I just don't think they will win this game up against the Sharks. So I'm going to go with the Sharks by 16 points, and I do think that this game will be a benefit of the doubt, but only for a fact that the Sharks will be turning up in this game and they will put pressure on the Warriors. So I just think that the Warriors will struggle in this game. So I'm going to go with the Sharks by 16 points anyway. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care guys, stay safe, and have a good one. Plus, let's get up to 200 subscribers. We're sitting on 173 anyway, so thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, and have a good one.